Hello, my name is Resurgent. Today we are playing the Lancaster Leak, O'Brien State Park, brought to you by Jeremy Fisher on itch.io. It's a short little horror game. Let's get into it. The following tape and many others were recovered by FBI intern Valerie Bardot and given to us. Valerie Bardot. Leaving without a trace, she suddenly went missing at the end of her internship in Lancaster, California. Oh. Foul play is suspected. You don't say. You don't say. That's how it always starts, right? So long as Valerie is missing, these tapes will continue to be leaked. We gave you a chance, and this will be your last. Is that a threat or an invitation? Don't threaten me with a good time. Look at that FBI warning. That brings me back to VHS days. There's always one right in front of every movie. Every movie. You have been warned. I don't think anybody really listened to those warnings either. Tape purpose, debrief. Case number 129876. Date 8/25/1988. Clearance TS. Case type, missing persons. Entity, present. I didn't catch the last one. O'Brien State Park, previously inhabited by both Dakota and Wijbe, I can't pronounce that, tribes. It is now home to year-round camper and hikers. The park, along with other state parks up north, has experienced an increase in animal-like attacks. The cause was unknown until found footage, on August 25, 1988, Bradley Kaufman, a 59-year-old male, visited O'Brien State Park unaccompanied. The subject's behavior during his visit was unusual, as he intermittently started recording at various times. Medical records revealed no history of mental health concerns. Subsequently, on August 26, the subject was reported as missing. His body was discovered on August 30, and the recovered footage from his recording device will now be presented in chronological order, accompanied by annotations. Ooh. Talk about reading fast. Dang. Alright. Oh, the filter. Makes it a little hard to see. It's kind of like, what was it? One of these other... The subject initiated recording. The reason? Unknown. Some unknown thing. Well, the movement definitely feels organic. We can turn off the flashlight. That's pretty cool. I do like the ambience, though I'm not very fond of the filter. Of course, this being 1988, it can be forgiven. The subject would occasionally zoom on certain objects. Tell you what, with the backrooms found footage, now found footage has been something that's kind of been going off and on for a while. I think the biggest movie out there was the Cloverfield incident or something like that. Look at them California poppies. That's a very pretty asset, actually. I like that. Just one little bunch, too, and the rest of it's like weeds and bugs and stuff like that. It's over there. Not very clear stuff, that's what's over there. But yeah, it's like the Cloverfield incident or something like that. That was a found footage. There's a couple others out there. I think Blair Witch really kicked it off with this genre of horror. I can't remember anything beyond Blair Witch, just because that was the first notable movie when I was growing up that was found footage and could be quite horrifying. Some people took to it, other people did not. Ugh, I'm in a hole. Oh, thank goodness I can jump a little bit. Huh. Can I go over here? Why can't I? What is that? There's a white thing, like a bone or something in the path there. Alright, what are we doing? The subject turned right and went to the bathroom to shower. You know, when you can have access to showers out in the middle of nowhere, it's quite a luxury. When you don't shower for a while... What are these? What is that? Is that a stick? Oh, those are sticks. Okay. Alright, those aren't bones. Those are sticks. When you can't shower after a while, man, let me tell you, having access to a nice warm shower is freaking golden. And of course, if you've been out camping, hunting for maybe a week or so at a time, you kind of make do with wipes and stuff like that, or fresh waters that are cold out there. Man, when you come back, you're like, oh, that feeling. Hello? How are you? Must be just camping in the back of the vehicle, because I don't see a tent. Or in that porterhouse. I don't know. Porta potty house. I don't know. You never know. Some folks have weird looking tent. Thanks. My God. That was a little loud. That was a wee bit loud in the ear hole. Do ba do 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 do. Nice assets here. I do like that there is a little bit of wildlife and that there is fauna and, well, not really fauna, but flora. I don't see anything of note out there that would be really creepy. So we're gonna go over here where it's kind of steaming. Huh. Go in here. Steaming toilet. Do I just go in with my clothes on? That must be. You know what? I changed my mind. I would rather go with wipes and go home to my bathroom as opposed to use something like this. Because this doesn't look the greatest. The subject stops filming, then takes a shower. It's estimated 10 minutes elapse before the subject films again. I can't read that fast. I can't read that fast, man. Well, looks like everybody else is done showering. Do I need to take a poop? Somebody had a good time. It's always good to be empty. It's always good to be empty. It's better than being full. Being full is a little uncomfy. Just saying. Can I run? No. I can crouch. I can kind of bunny hop because, you know, bunny hops make travel faster. I hope my tent's still there. Oh, I can't cut there. It's right there. Come on. Aw. Wonder if these folks have had a good time yet. Meh. I haven't come across anything creepy yet. I sure hope it isn't a super loud jump scare, because that would wreck my earballs. Nothing like a loon. Is there a lake nearby? I don't see a lake. Where's that loon sound coming from? I'm sure there's a lake somewhere over there or something like that if we hear something like that real close. Yes? You want a beer? Oh. Upon return to the campsite, an unknown figure stands near the subject's tent. Neither campground records nor witnesses recall seeing a white male of this profile. Why this person was here or who they are still remains unknown, but is not actively being pursued. The largest jump of times happens at this point, with an estimated 1 to 2 hours time elapsed. The recording resumes with the subject 2 miles in the Hardwood Hills Loop. Why the subject started the hike is not relevant to the Bureau's involvement. Are you sure? Are you sure? Yeah, I need to be Johnny on the spot. I need to be Johnny on the spot with the, oh, I guess I'm going down. Down and down we go. Yeah, the reading can be a little bit, you know, fast. So I gotta be on it. Just taking a midnight walk. Sometimes evening forest walks can be pretty nice. It really depends on where you are, too. Sometimes it can be magical. There's a lot of times where it's horrific. What is that? Is that a cabin? No, that might just be light. Might just be weird light. I don't know. I don't hear anything. I sure hope there isn't a loud jump scare. That would be unfortunate. That sounds like a deer. Moo. You know, sometimes deer sound like that. Just walking by myself for no apparent reason. Down this road. We'll tell you what, something that's this long and drawn out, sploosh. Man, too bad I couldn't see any frogs. Whoa! Yeah! Hello, deer! Or is it an elk? Elk or deer? I don't know. Moo! Kind of sounds like a rabid cow. Moo! Yeah, we might see another one. Walking around. Nice peaceful brook. See, things like this can be rather peaceful and not quite so horrifying. Is that a bottle? That is a bottle. Litter bugs. Litter bugs. Can I go in the water? Can I get my feet wet? Nope. There's a wall there. I was thinking. That's an elk. That is a horrible sounding elk. Why are you... I mean, dude, if you've never been here before, like if you've been here a few times and stuff like that, and you've gone on midnight walks, I understand. But why are you up? We might get et. We might get trampled too. I don't know. Some deer, some elk, they get pretty feisty, and much like moose, they can poor thing. Look at that thing. The deceased deer was killed by entity. It's like a mini elk. Oh no! Subject encountered diseased deer attacked by entity. The film abruptly ends after subject detects entity in vicinity. Yep. Subject exhibits distress and flees off trail. Entity pursues subject and can be heard in proximity. Subject resumes filming approximately 4 minutes after pause. This marks the final pause. The final pause. Poor dude. Oh no. The subject is audible for the first time. The subject begins running as multiple entities. Ooh. Yeah, that ain't no elk. That's something else. That's something else. They're like, we got some food. We got some food. Ring the dinner bell. Ring the dinner bell. Oh, well, there I go. There I go. That was the end of me. The subject struggles against entity but gets away. The camera is severely damaged. Subject drops flashlight, then camera. It creates a shadow backdrop. Oh man. He's not having a good time. Subject blood creeps into frame. Distant entities can be heard. He's trying to crawl away. He's trying. Brady Kaufman's death would occur over the next 5 minutes. The remaining footage has been cut short for viewer discretion. Additional entities can be heard and would later fight over the remains. The footage ends when the camera battery runs out. Subject's remains were found scattered. Most flesh was consumed. Little personal items remain intact. The public was told it was an abnormal bear attack. Sure. Look at them cleaned bones. Most flesh was consumed. Like, give me that arm. The subject's film was the first footage captured of S0012. Ultimately, the subject's footage provided the Bureau proof to extend funding in special operation to contain entities. This case marks the first of many successful entity resolution programs. Many. I wonder if there's going to be like a Sasquatch one. Entity debrief, Wendigo, S0012, risk severe, containability 3. Wendigos. Great. Wendigos are creatures originated from the Native American tribes of Great Lakes region. The malevolent supernatural beings bring terror to forest dwellers and are linked to numerous missing persons cases. Tall and emaciated looking, Wendigos bear antlers. And I did not get to the rest of that. According to recent intelligence, there has been a notable resurgence of the Wendigo, and their geographical distribution has now expanded southwards towards Minneapolis. In response to this emerging threat, the Bureau has established a joint task force in collaboration with the Canadian CSIS to take immediate and decisive action. It is imperative to maintain strict operational security and keep the general public uninformed of these operations to prevent any unnecessary panic or interference. Because humans would interfere. You'd get them folks out there and say, I'm gonna go slay me a Wendigo, and then die. Developer and author Jeremy Fisher. The story doesn't end here. Well, I sure hope not. I kind of want to know if there's more entities. Read the Associated R No Sleep story. I work as a secretary at a small FBI office. A man in a pink poncho almost killed me. Consider joining the Discord or newsletter to know the release of the next game. Ooh, newsletter. The Lancaster Leak. Crisis at Call Center. Interesting. Very interesting. I do like it. It is... Oh. Everything can be kind of clicked. It does nod to the analog horror that is upcoming. I think one of the other analog horrors that is really popular is the Mandela Catalog. So the atmosphere and the tension is palatable. I think that there could be a little bit more going. Like if it was a little bit more, maybe less filter and a few more clues here and there. Maybe some of the other campers can be heard in the distance or something like that. I'm not entirely sure if the Wendigos hunt in packs or if they isolate and stuff like that. It would be interesting to know a little bit more. Or maybe there was something correlated to the smells, like used a certain perfume, used a certain soap and stuff like that. Because some bears, they'll come up to you in the wild and they'll catch a whiff of your soap. And they'll be very, very interested. And they'll come over and they'll be curious. And then when you get startled, they get startled, they swipe at you, you get injured, and then it all goes to hell in a handbasket from there. Or maybe they just avoid you. Who knows? Who knows? More often than not, they'll avoid. There are some out there that are amazingly curious, but I think it'd be interesting to see more of them just kind of, like I hear them, but I didn't really see them kind of running around, maybe having a little bit of wolf behavior or pack behavior, something to kind of really ramp it up real good. I mean, the ramp up was okay at the end, but nice to see a little bit more action aside from the guy running for his life and then coming up and getting slooshed. Absolutely slooshed by a Wendigo. So, all that being said, this was the Lancaster Leak, O'Brien State Park. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll catch you on the next one.